So Steve, you have been all over the world. You've met many different people. You've had, I'm sure, some negative and also many positive experiences dealing with different cultures. Can you share some of the positive experiences you've had with other Christian people or other cultures in different nations? I mean, I'm sure it's expanded your understanding of the kingdom of God when you deal with different cultures. Could you share some of those experiences with us?
Sure. I'll give you my most recent example. I just came back 3 weeks ago. My wife and I took a team to India for a journey of compassion. We had a team from 6 nations. So just working with a team from all different nations is interesting in itself. But we have partners in India, on the east coast of India, in Visakhapatnam, they call Vizag. And I've been working with them for a few years. This team is headed up by a young couple in their early 30s who highly educated. She gave up a job as a college professor and gathered really quite educated young people. What immediately strikes me is their level of commitment, that their passion for the gospel is lived out every day, that it costs them economically, in some cases socially, that it is almost mind-boggling to me how much they get done every day, because every day they are reaching out to the poor and turning around and reaching out to college students. They are establishing new churches in villages, and they are working with all kinds of social groups in the city. I mean, they understand that the gospel is for everyone, and they express it that way. You know, a minute ago you were talking about sustainability. We did medical clinics in 6 villages when we were there a few weeks ago, and meetings at night. They have so far planted 5 new churches directly out of those meetings because they're just committed. There's a creativity and there's a passion. When they come to Christ, they come as disciples, not believers, if you know what I mean, the difference. They just follow Christ with their whole lives. And I love working with the poor in the various nations, because when they hear the gospel, their response is clear and it's immediate. Now, sometimes the response is no, not very often. But when it's yes, it's like they don't hedge their bets. I'm walking with Jesus now. I think that's part of why we see so much healing in the developing world.